I love being a bird, but I hate sand. It's so coarse, uncomfortable. Gets stuck on my talons. Only thing that sucks about being a bird, humans always throw bread at me. Like, what the hell? What's their obsession with bread? I don't like bread. I'm a carnivore, for God's sake. I mean, honestly, I swear when Gaia made me, they should have made humans made of worms or something. I don't know. At least then it'd make more sense. Oh, speaking of humans, is that one passed out in the middle of the. Huh. This feels like a trap. Human passed out in the middle of an alley covered in bruises and blood. I should probably leave them. But then I disappoint them. Wonder if they're doing well. I haven't seen them in a long time. They're probably fine. Anyway, let's see how this human's doing. Human. Hello? You alive? Uh, Caca? I haven't even had to use any bird calls in a while. Ha! 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 Nope, that didn't work. Do I peck at them? I mean, I don't really have a beak. I just slam my face against them, I guess. Let's try that. Here. Mm. Hello? Human. There. Whoa. Hey, hey, hey. Watch the pointy stick. What was I doing? Trying to wake you up. You were, passed out, I think. You also look hurt. Where are you? You're in Frostleaf. You don't know what that place is. Dang, they must have really hurt you bad. You have amnesia? What's that? Oh, it's when someone's head gets hurt hard enough, they tend to forget everything. Well, I've suffered from it before. I eventually gained all my memories back, but it did take a while. I would offer you a hand, but I don't have any hands. Well, I mean, I got feathers and talons and claws, but I might, hurt you. Sorry, I don't think it's a good idea for me to bring my talons and claws around you. But, I can get someone if you need. I can get a guard or a medical professional. No. And why do you keep backing away from me? Am I really that scary? I'm just a crow. You've never seen what I am. Wait, you've never seen a harpy before? That's surprising. We're pretty common. I mean, you can usually find us flying everywhere. Often we're used actually as male, so the fact you haven't seen one of us is shocking. We want to go home. Okay, where is home? Maybe I can get you a ride with a dragon or a wyvern, perhaps. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that place before. Earth. No, never heard of any Earth. We're on Gaia, but never heard of an Earth. Is that like a weird country, town, city, a planet, human? There's no such thing as aliens. Well, I would know. I fly high to the sky, and I've never seen one of those flying saucers or whatever. I'm constantly in the sky, so I think I would know a thing or two. Whoa, hey, don't fall again. Yeah, I said I couldn't grab you. Doesn't mean I can't use my body weight to hold you up. Though I probably shouldn't do that. My bones are pretty fragile. Come on, lean on me. Just like that, see? My feathers? What about them? They're warm. Well, I'd hope so. They're attached to me, after all. Doesn't feel real? Dang, you must have really hit your head. Uh, well, I don't think Master will mind if I bring you home. I mean, it'll just be for one night, so I'm sure he'll forgive me. Follow me, human. You can trust me. I mean, if I really wanted to hurt you, I would have by now. Whoa, hey, don't react like that. What the hell was that for? The giant snake man? You mean the naga? What's so weird about a naga? You've never seen them before either. I mean, they're rarer, but they're not that unheard of. Jeez. And you're staring at that horse lady really intently. You're freaking out. Why? They're not that weird. We're just like you. Oh no, you're not one of them monster hunters, are you? Oh, Master would kill me if I brought one of those home. If you didn't first. You're not. You just never seen them before. Well, forgive you me, but that sounds kind of unbelievable. Next thing I know, you're gonna say you don't believe vampires and werewolves exist. You're seriously claiming that. We have a lot to talk about. All right. Finally. We're finally here. Can you mind closing the door? Thanks. You can sit on the couch. I'm gonna go get you a change of clothes, alright? Alright, so this may be a little big for you, but it'll work. Well, it's my master's clothes, and he's a little bigger, but it still should cover the important bits. he, uh, he's gonna groom me out for this, but, it'll be okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. So, what can you remember? Okay. You were doing what? You were walking on the street, and then what? A portal opened? And you were dripped through a portal, huh? Weird. Never heard of that before. Then what? Then you woke up in an alley and tried to talk to it. Oh, now I understand where all those bruises came from. Yeah, that was kind of stupid of you, human. Why did you try talking to a Shogath? Look, those things are like pure tentacle horrors. And they do not like humans. It's been well established and they consider humans a threat. Why you decided to pick a fight with one, I have no idea, but that was really stupid. Human talking to one is picking a fight with one, alright? What do you want to do now? Well, I don't know, but I gotta figure out some way to get you on your feet before tomorrow morning and out of here. Uh, well, my master, well, he doesn't hate humans. He's more of a earn your salt kind of master. My name. Oh, I never gave you my name. I'm so sorry. You must be scared out of your mind. My name's Ventus. So sorry about not giving that to you earlier. What's yours? That's a pleasant name. I think that yeah, me and you could be friends. I mean, I don't know you too well yet, but you seem friendly enough. Hmm? No. I mean, I haven't ever hurt a human. Never really planned on it either. What do I do for a living? Well, I help brew potions. I go out and fetch things. I take this cash right here, well, coins, and I go out and I purchase the necessary ingredients. Then I come home and do prep work. Usually I clean and do stuff like that while Master's out. Master's usually talking to a diplomat or is trying to convince someone to buy something. I it kind of goes over my head. Well, no, I can't say I've heard of Earth, but maybe Master has. He's a lot more attuned to the whole magical stuff. He'd be able to help you a lot more. Maybe after this whole deal passes, you can buy something from him. That should prove your salt or something. Huh? What is my master? Oh, he's an orc. What? What's that look for? Yeah, orcs exist. And he happens to be a wizard. A stereotype? I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. The orcs are incredibly wise. And they're very good craftsmen. And actually, it's what they specialize in. If there's a thing to be made, they have an eye for detail. They often craft things in really great detail, and even better so in magic when 90% of the time when you're doing magic, you need to pay attention to detail. So they make great wizards and alchemists. Not so much sorcerers, but, well, that's more of a human trait. Humans are more sorcerer types than most other races. Do I know any magic? The basics, basic healing, for scratches and light abrasions. Um, I can cast wind magic, but that's not surprising considering I'm a harpy. And I know a little bit of fire, but it's not very helpful. I can light a match, I guess. Maybe set fire to a torch. Look, see? One finger of fire. Super impressive. Ooh. Yeah. In terms of magic, my magical abilities are limited to basically one element. Of any combat, anyway. Oh, you don't know about the elements? Well, there's many different types, but let me give you the basic rundown of the basic types. There's types that break off of those, but these are the main ones. Fire, water, wind, and earth. And then there's the two other elements known as light and dark. And then there's sub-elements that break off each one. For example, fire is really, really good at generating energy, so they can produce electricity. They're also really, really good at producing When I say energy, I mean they can release large swaths of energy, like giant concentrated balls, energy attacks, and they're very good at creating shields of energy. Water also is really good at energy, but in a different kind of way. Theirs is more of force, so they're really good at throwing things at high speeds, especially when they get a lot of stuff behind it. They're also very, very good at freezing things. There's a lot of other sub-elements underwater if you really want to get technical with it, such as blood, messing with someone's blood, or atmospheric pressure, a bunch of stuff like that. Wind is a bit more complicated. There aren't as many sub things underneath it, but each one, even though there are not as many, are incredibly powerful. For example, my ability to push people back is alarmingly strong and could snap most spines in half. Oh, relax. I would never do that to you. You're not really much of a threat. You're kind of a bumbling, stumbling deer. Also, I can use wind to hold people in place. And if I'm hunting for prey, I can trap them. I can basically stop them on a dime. Or I can suck the air right out of their lungs. Or collapse their lungs, actually. Relax. Like I said, I wouldn't do that to you. You haven't really proven to be a threat or want to hurt me, so no reason to. And finally, there's Earth. Earth has so many sub-elements. I think it has the most under any other magical element. Not including dark and light. Those two can basically use all of our elements and amplify them to alarming degrees. But there's risk using like dark, but we'll get to that in a minute. You see, Earth element is a catch-all. They aren't very good at creating energy, so unlike the other three, they have basically no energy attacks whatsoever. However, what they are good at is controlling Earth, meaning they can make coal, iron, metals. They can rip apart the Earth itself. It's really impressive. Beings under the Earth element also tend to live for a very, very long time. The subclasses under it, like I said, are bending metals, which not everyone can do. Like I said, it's an element, then there's sub-elements for people to be lined into. There's also compression, which compression it's an interesting sub-element, I can tell you that much. There's also the boom element, the ability to make things explode. It's pretty cool, honestly. Wish I could have gotten that power instead of my dumb wind one, but it works, I guess. And I guess it would be a pain to clean up prey once they explode. Anyway, those are the main four. Light and dark is interesting. First, let me explain how they work. As the other four were pretty obvious, these two are not as. Light is sort of a holy magic. That's what healing runs under. Anyone can learn light. Light is a magic that's easily able to be learned. However, holding it is harder. It requires constant practice, and well, I don't really like using it, and I don't have a chance to often use it, so mine's pretty weak. But as well as that, light has a couple dangers associated with it. While the other four elements you can use pretty safely and not cause much harm to yourself, light has a tendency to burn you and cause extensive damage to you, especially when you're using it on other people. Light is a high draining magic and can take your very essence away if you let it. You need to be able to control it perfectly or you'll just cause more damage than good. It's incredibly hard to master and even harder to use. Some abilities under light is healing, light constructs, holy, the ability to repel all undead. It's a very helpful tool. But like I said, the risks of using it are very high. If you use it too much, you could become just a shell for something to possess. Or, in an even worse case, you could become one of the Advent. The Advent are super threatening, but they're basically hollow beings that become basically controlled by the magic, and they constantly seek out more magic to feed their ever lust of power, devouring others and absorbing them. It's a cruel fate I wouldn't wish on the worst of my enemies. Next is dark magic. Similar to light, it's incredibly hard to master. However, it does have less side effects rather than light. That being said, the side effects are pretty bad. But first, let me get into what it can do. Dark magic, instead of being healing, is mostly causing as much damage as possible. It's also a versatile magic that allows you to summon and use your own monsters side by side, usually constructs of whatever the soul's desiring. For example, if I was incredibly lonely, it would summon a bunch of little goblin dudes. But if I was just desiring power, it would just summon a strong dude, if that makes sense. Dark is also limited by the user. Unlike light, you can't just keep drawing on it and expecting more power. Dark does have a limit. It's the soul. If you try pushing beyond it, you'll be corrupted. And that's what I was talking about earlier in terms of side effects. Well, light turns into a soulless shell that just desires power. Dark tends to corrupt your soul, and while you're still in control, you yourself start desiring darker and darker things and slowly become possessed by it. And while you don't seek power, you do seek carnage, and you seek to cause as much misery and pain as you possibly can. It's not an evil magic, but it preys on your innermost desires, which means if you have a dark desire, you'll perform a dark action, or at least be a lot more tempted to. And people, it's a universally banned magic except for the few royals who happen to have it. Dark magic is... You need to have an extremely strong will to use it, and to be okay at the end of using it. It takes a lot out of somebody, and can often turn their mood sour. I wouldn't recommend it for the faint of heart. And that's a basic rundown of all 6 elements, barring, the basics. There's other ones, but those are the ones that, 98% of the world uses. What are the others? They're mostly sub-elements and have their own branch-offs. So it would take literally all night to explain it. All you need to know is the core, and using a core element, you can usually deduce where it comes from. For example, if you saw someone bending lava, you can probably deduce it back to the fire element. If you saw someone bending, let's say you saw someone, controlling, just for shits and giggles, throwing a bunch of spears everywhere, you can probably deduce earth, if that makes sense. Well, just because I'm a harpy doesn't mean I automatically will run under the wind element. While it's prominent, like 80% of harpies will develop under, wind, other harpies can develop under different elements. And it's pretty random. For example, a blue jay harpy could develop under the water element, or a phoenix could develop under fire. They are types of harpies, but they developed under different elements. And it has a tendency to change your biology. I bet you can guess, besides wind, what element I was born under. If I'm a crow. Correct. Dark. I do have access to dark magic. However, as I've said before, and as you can probably guess, I'm not a fan of dark magic, so I tend not to use it, and I actually have leaned more towards the light. However, I'm incredibly weak in using light magic, and I can do the very basics of it. Trying to learn more actively hurts me, and it causes me significant agony, because I'm going against my element. So I don't tend to use it very much. I only use it when my master gets really hurt. He's sometimes reckless, and I shouldn't be sharing this with you. Especially when you haven't even had a chance to speak to him yet. I don't want to sour your impression of him after all. Hey, look, you get some sleep, alright? And when my master comes home tomorrow, I'll, explain the situation. Oh, no problem. I don't mind helping you. I mean, I'd hope you'd do the same, even if we don't know each other. Get some sleep, alright? I'll see you in the morning. Hopefully you don't mind getting up at like 4 a.m. Sorry in advance. Explain. Explain what? That you have a random human sleeping on our couch. Please, just let me explain. You don't have to explain nothing, bird brain. What was my number one rule? Don't let humans in the house. And what did you do? I let a human in the house. And what else did you do? I explained magic to them. And why is that a problem? Because... because humans aren't supposed to be aware of half of that crap. But I just like to teach. But you can teach them the way out the door. But they're still hurt. Fine. Heal them up and then get them the hell out. I have work to do. I'm sorry, Master. I don't want you to be sorry. I want you to be better. You, human. I'll make this clear. Sorry to wake you up like this. My assistant knows better. You will be out of here by tonight. Understood? Good. Nothing against you personally. I just... my work is dangerous, and humans can't handle the magic. And you put them in a place knowing they could get hurt. Well, where else was I supposed to put them? I don't know. How about the authorities? Yeah, that's a good idea. Are you talking back to me? No. Good. Again, sorry, human, it's nothing against you personally, but it's not safe for you here. If you need me, I'll be in the back room, but it better be important. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect him to, blow up like that. He's not normally like that. It's just that, he, like he said, this place does do dangerous work, but it wouldn't be too dangerous. You know, maybe your hair will get caught on fire, but, you know, you'd be fine. Besides, I couldn't just leave you out in the dark alley. That just sounds like a bad idea. And like you could get really hurt. Imagine if one of them got you. That would have been not good. You would be wolf chow. Frostleaf is a gang problem, you see. And while our new guard is helping, he can only do so much. Him and his naga lover. I think he used to be a warden of some sort, but I never really got to know him. I really need to get his name. Anyway, the important thing is you're safe for now. Well, until the night. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to put you in this awkward of a position. Your first time seeing an orc. Oh, I need to explain that to him. I'll be right back. Master! What is it? Is it important? Actually, yes. The human has amnesia. Okay, then give them an amnesia potion. Well, they also think they came from a place called Earth? What? Yeah, they're claiming this weird city. No, was it a planet? I don't know. They're claiming to be like an alien. Bird for brain. Have you told anyone else? No. Good. Close the door immediately. Lock it and close all the windows. Okay, now. Okay. Jeez. Human. Is what he said true? About you being from Earth, is it true? Holy fuck. Okay. Again, sorry for my earlier outburst, but you're... Did you come from one of the pods? No, okay. Were you transported here? Portal, perhaps? You were. Okay. What did the portal look like? Was it purple, blue, or green? Very important, tell me now. Like, right now. Purple. Okay, it was a purple portal. Oh, no. What is it? What? Ventus. Yeah? Get our friend here a drink. But they're... I don't care. Just get them a drink. Something hard. Okay. You're dealing with them if they get drunk. Yeah. Alright, let's begin. My name is Sid. I am an orc, born and raised in Frostleaf, a town that is mostly accepting of my kind and other monsters. Ventus over there is a... well, he's an interesting type of bird. I would call him a harpy, but honestly, he's too sweet to be called one of those things. You are here because you happened to fall through a portal, am I correct? You have no idea how ungodly lucky you are to be alive right now. What happened to you is you just got transported through time. You're not in a different place, you're in a different time. Human, you are on Earth. Where you are right now used to be the northern United States of America. Before the war. I've done a lot of research on this topic, actually. I made for a good thesis in college. But you are an old one. Your kind haven't been seen in thousands, millions of years. I mean, there's humans, but every human nowadays is, well, a new age human. They have no idea what happened, 1,000 years ago. You're right from that time period. You could give us details we couldn't even imagine. I'd love to take you to one of my friends. He's actually an archaeologist. You don't mind, giant snake people, right? He's a bit, long. You don't know. Well, that's helpful. Not really, I'm being sarcastic. Okay. So, thank you, Ventus, for the drink. No problem. What's with the long face? You're acting weird and kind of scaring me. Ventus, sit down. The reason why I'm acting the way I am is because we cannot allow anyone to get their hands on them. Or claws, or tendons, or whatever. Why? They're just a regular human. They're not just a regular human. They're an old one. Wait, really? Yeah. Oh my god. I explained all that to an old one. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything if you won't. And human, you better keep your damn mouth shut. As far as you know, Ventus here didn't tell you squat. Yeah, I don't wanna be killed. I don't want you to get killed. So we're both gonna keep our mouths shut, and you better too as well, human. Why is it a bad idea? Well, it's a bad idea. For one reason.
Humans aren't supposed to know that much magic. They can adapt into any element, sure, but humans already are the dominant force. We don't need them being even stronger.
When he said,
What element do I run under? Earth, if you need to know. Specifically, I run under metal bending, but I took more of an interest in alchemy. I could bend metal to my will and all that stuff, but I couldn't care less. The forge wasn't really calling to me. But I am good at making potions.
I think my favorite one is the shrink one.
You just like that because you could sit in my shirt pocket.
What? It's warm.
Yeah, whatever. You just like big work chests.
How did you get that conclusion?
'Cause look at me. I'm like a walking, talking, what did you call it? Bimbo, himbos, something like that.
Oh, you're lost.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Anyway, I'd love to transport you there and, well, make you meet my friend. But if you want to get sent home, I could work on that immediately. Though it will take a long time, admittedly. It'll probably take at least a year or two to get the proper things in place.
Wait, really? That long? Shouldn't a transport spell be easy?
Yeah, transporting across the world is easy. Transporting a long time, that's a bit harder.
Oh.
Also, back to my earlier point, you were very lucky to be alive. And you're lucky you didn't go where you were supposed to. I don't know how you managed to divert the current and get sent somewhere you weren't supposed to be. But if you'd gotten sent to where you were supposed to be, let's just say you would be,
Dead.
what he said. More than likely you were being summoned by a demon. Do you humans have the idea of hell, right? Well, that doesn't really exist. What you think of as hell is actually Gaia. You see, sometimes people are able to go between worlds and summon people from between worlds with small portals. The only thing is, the portals only hold for about 10 seconds. Because, well, the stability really isn't there. Because of this, people often think of people coming through as demons, since we look so drastically different. Example, if you see a large snake man coming through, you're probably going to think of that as a snake doing an apple thing. I don't know, humans have weird religions. Anyway, point being, our realms are very closely linked. Well, time periods. And it's not hard to poke a hole. It just takes time.
What would you need anyway?
Oh, approval from my boss.
That's what it'd take you 2 years?
Well, in collecting the ingredients, but mostly getting approval by my boss. Oh, yeah. I work for this big dragon. He's a bit of a jerk, but he pays the bills, so what can I say?
He basically keeps our shop running. Not a lot of people like to buy potions during the summer.
Yeah, but he believes everyone should have a right to stay healthy. How do I explain this? He works for a noble cause, but is just a giant douche. Emphasis on the giant.
Oh yeah, he's like the size of like 3 houses put together. He's massive.
Where is he? Oh, he's up on that mountain over there. Yeah, I make a trip to him once a month. Interesting conversations we have. For like 10 seconds, and then he brushes me off. Gives me cash and walks away.
And I one time made the trip. He threatened to eat me.
He's never serious, though. He doesn't actually hurt anyone.
I know, but it's still scary. He literally could.
I mean, you'd probably just taste like chicken. I swear it never gets old every time you make that joke. Are you getting snippy? No. Honestly, I don't know where all this bravado's coming from you. Don't mind my assistant. He can be a little bit sassy, but he does a good job. Actually, I remember that one time you worked on that growth potion. It's pretty impressive. We were able to completely nullify a curse. That poor human. Yeah, he was stuck so tiny I could carry him in my palm. And you didn't help by scaring the crap out of him by holding him in your maw. In defense, I had nowhere else to carry him. I mean, my talons could only, hold someone for so long. Yeah, still thought you were going to eat him, though. I mean, you don't tell me you were tempted. You try having a giant squirming thing in your mouth and try not to swallow. I think I'd gag before I'd swallow. Heh. Dirty. Anyway, that's the basic rundown. No, can't say I've been to your Earth. Doesn't sound like a place I want to be anyway, it's just humans. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a good end for us. Probably get ourselves killed. What, human, where are you going? You can't just go outside. Yeah, sorry. Good call blocking the door. Because everyone will know from like a mile away you're an old one. For instance, those clothes. You still haven't changed out to the ones that my assistant gave you. Yeah, I know they're large. Just here, take this. It's a belt. Wrap it around and tighten it. Humans have belts, right? There you go. It'll be snug as a rug until we get where we need to go. What? Am I normally this persnickety? Can't help it. Well, I got it's part of my personality, I suppose. Can't really help but be a little off-puttish. Plus, I'm incredibly nervous. Well, think about this. It's like I'm hiding a bomb, alright? You're like a walking, talking death trap. If anyone sees you or discovers what you are, we're dead. So yeah, I'm scared shitless. So I'm hoping you just zip it as we get to where we need to go. Hopefully my friend can do something. Anything, really. Oh, thank God we're finally here. What? You didn't expect a shrine? He's been digging up more stuff about the kitsune that used to live here. Apparently some mythological folktale about a mythical kitsune that was able to communicate with old ones. Apparently existed before the bombs dropped, but no one knows where they went. So he's trying to learn more. Anyway, come on. We got a naga to impress. And, hopefully we won't lose our heads. I hope not. I like my face. Alright, Featherbrain. Come on. Oh, I liked sitting. I know. Come on, you lazy bum. Hey, don't sling me over your shoulder. Looks so weird. What, you worried people's gonna see your ass? No, I'm wearing pants. But come on. Heh. Relax. I I'm gonna carry you so you don't set off any magic traps.
Those are all gone anyway, and you know that's a poor excuse. You just like carrying me.
No, say it isn't so.
I hate you.
You love me. Heh.
I am not blushing.
Oh yeah, they are. Heh.
It's not fair. I'll carry you one day.
Sure you will. Alright, let me knock on the door. You stand back, everyone. Hey, cunt! Open the door! Look who finally decided to show his face.
What the hell? What? Do you have any idea what time it is?
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, I guess it is. I've been in the caves for hours. What do you want?
Look what we have.
A human? So what? I've seen 1,000 of them. I'll probably see 1,000 more.
Not just any human, an old one.
You're lying.
No, we're telling the truth. This one came from a portal and has amnesia.
Okay. Just leave them here for a day or two.
What?
Look, I got so much work to do, and I don't have time to babysit you two. I'll look into the human and figure out if they're telling the truth or not through some hypnosis or other crap, and I'll see you guys later.
Wait, don't just slam the door.
Hey, human. Oh, are you scared? Don't be. If I wanted to hurt you, I'd just sink my fangs into you. Come along. Have you had any refreshments of late? We should fix that. Here, I believe you call this a bottle of water, or water. I'm not quite sure on the phrasing. I'm still learning about old ones. This shrine has opened up many, many more questions. What is this shrine, human, if you are an old one? An Okami shrine. Interesting. So I was right in the readings. Good to know. By the way, I was lying about the hypnosis. I really don't like using it, and I'm too tired. I can barely keep my eyes awake. Oh yeah, I should probably give you my name. You can call me Viper. Most people do. No, I don't need sleep. It's just cool in here. When it's colder, I feel more sluggish and tired. But my main passion is archaeology, which is good because my body allows me to slither and worm my way through the dirt at my leisure. My body is built for digging and grinding. I'm a ground type naga. Does my size intimidate you? Every time I get close, you seem to recoil. Oh, the back of my tail keeps brushing your leg. I apologize. That was not my intention. I was just trying to slither around my area. I often don't have to think about others in my space. Apologies if I get in your way or accidentally trip you. No, I will not coil you. At least not intentionally. I do not like physical contact. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Ventus. Ventus is a nice birdie. However, their obsession with my maw has me greatly disturbed. They often put their head in it and then are surprised when I accidentally swallow them. Coughing them up is not very painful, though. They seem to enjoy the experience. I do not understand why. If it were me, I'd be terrified. But what do I know? I'm not a 5-foot tall bird. I'm a 16-foot tall snake man. My real name? I don't know if you could pronounce my real name. Viper works just fine. Let's see if you can pronounce it. If you're so sure. My name is Shavosnakaso. Can you pronounce that? I'll say it again. Shakasnovaso. Can you pronounce that? I did not think so. I'm gonna get back to digging now. You can sit there and be all human-like. You'll be fine. Yes. I just need to learn more about this kitsune and their motives and plans. I wish to learn more about the earth and Gaia, how it became known as Gaia. There's the legend, but I like to do my own research. You just sit there and be all pretty. And leave the work to me. Human? Human. Human. There you are. Where am I? Oh, I'm around. And I'm down here. But I'm up here. But I'm over here. Sorry, being a trickster is built into me. Hello. Did I scare you? Sorry. I bet you weren't expecting the little fox coming up to your legs to turn into a full-on, full man. Do you like my fur? Super luxurious. Alright. I'll cool it off a bit. Nice to meet you. My name? You know, I like the name of the Okami Shrine. You can call me Okami. That sounds like a nice name. In truth, I forgot my old one. It's been so long. I haven't spoken to anyone in like a couple 100,000 years. Actually, I think you're the first person to be able to hear me in the first couple 100,000 years. I used to have this maidservant. She was real nice. But then she was returned to a skeleton when the bombs went off. And then I was left all alone. No one to talk to. No one to listen to me. Then the crazy tentacle things plunged into our planet and brought everyone back to life. But no one could hear me. Not even that naga. Can't see me or hear me. Just you. I don't know why that is the case. I wish they could hear me, but sadly, only you can. Human, are you talking to yourself? Shh, don't tell them about me. Okay. I'm getting back to digging. Try not to go crazy. Wouldn't it be funny if you were schizophrenic? Maybe I am part of just in your mind. Ooh. But nah. If I wasn't real, I wouldn't be able to tug on your shirt like this. A human. Are you okay? I heard a large thud. Oh, you fell. Human, be careful. Some areas in this area are a little dangerous. Please keep yourself from falling over. Aw, the nugget cares about you. So adorable. Maybe just genuine, general concern. Say, while I have you here, how about a kiss? I'll take that as a no. Such a shame you don't want to smooch the fox. I think I'm rather handsome. But your loss. Oh? Oh, you won't be afraid of the big small fox. You're so adorable. I could just pinch those cheeks. It's been so long since I've been able to have a conversation. You have no idea how good this feels. My eyes. I suppose they do look a little wild. Also, I hope you know I'll never be leaving your side again. Yep. I'll be your forever companion for the rest of your days. Doesn't that sound pleasant? I could just imagine the greatness. Sorry, almost lost myself a bit there. Oh, I would burn down villages just to talk to you again. Guardian? Oh yeah, I suppose I was one of those at one point. So I guess it'd be a bad idea if I were to burn down a village. But if they were gonna hang you, I suppose I wouldn't have much of a choice now, would I? You're a fun one to play with. I want to play with you forever. Wonder if I could make you immortal like me. That'd be great. We could play forever. Human, you sound distressed. Don't tell them about me. Are you okay? Your eyes. You're seeing something I'm not. No shit. Is it the kitsune, I wonder? How are they already catching on? Human. Blink once if yes, and two if no. Is the kitsune in front of you? I'm behind him now, technically. Oh, you're a liar. I'm behind you. So only you can interact with them, and you're in a state of paralysis. Intriguing. What? So, to provoke a kitsune, they seem to be interested in you. So if I were to provoke them by... Hey, don't touch them, they're mine. So if I lightly grazed my fangs along your skin, Oh, don't worry, human. I'm not actually gonna hurt you. But I wanna see what they'll do.
They said don't touch my human.
Oh, why are you reacting in fear? You're mine.
And they're not allowed to touch you.
Oh, you're getting more scared. Is that me or the kitsune, I wonder? So then what if I grabbed your arm and shoved it down my gullet?
Don't you dare!
Bleh. Its room's getting hot. So I was right. Oh. Human, blink once if yes, blink twice if no. Did I make them angry? So that's a yes. Calm down, Kitsune. I will not harm your human. I was simply testing you.
Well, it wasn't funny.
I think we're gonna get along like butter on cheese.
That's not even a saying.
Wish I could hear you. Unfortunately, I cannot. But our old one can.
Old one.
Old one. What does that mean? Ask them, human. What does it mean? Ask them, ask them, ask them!
Oh. So you're not gonna ask. Don't betray me now. You're mine, remember?
Oh. It means they were before the bombs. Oh, well, I already knew that. When Ventus gets back, I'll be sure to tell them of this new development.
Don't you dare.
Oh. Did you just speak out of that human's mouth? What? No, did I? Possessing, huh? No, I didn't mean. No, I. Wonder why they did that. No, I didn't mean to possess. Oh, God, I'm so embarrassed. Huh? The room suddenly dropped in temperature. Oh, now I'm feeling sluggish again. I was enjoying the heat. Well, it seems you have a kitsune obsessing over you. That can only be bad. But I suppose it isn't my problem. This will be a fun partnership indeed. Don't you think so, human? Now, come along. I think it's time you earn your salt, as that brute would say. Hold this lantern while I dig. It's gonna be a long day, so I hope you have strong arms, human. Good. Hey guys, it's Proxy at the very end. So when I was making this audio, I had so much fun. I was just laughing the entire time. Also, I've brewed through so many ideas for this series, and one that keeps coming to mind is like Four Idiots in a Trench Coat. So if this is named that, I apologize. Or maybe we'll call Four Monsters in a Trench Coat. I don't know, something. I just want to include a trench coat somewhere because I think it'd be hilarious. Anyway, you guys have a nice day.